Hello, welcome to Greek Verse a Day. Today we are translating Revelation 2:21. You should be working from your physical edition of the Greek Reader's New Testament and looking to the screen for help. By way of context, remember we are at a point in Revelation where Jesus is addressing the angel over the church of Thyatira, and specifically he is rebuking them because they tolerate the woman Jezebel. And the woman Jezebel is leading some in the church to commit sexual immorality and to eat food that is sacrificed to idols. So that's where we jump in at Revelation 2:21. We're going to do a slow reading, we'll do a faster reading, then I'll give you a chance to pause and do some work on your own before I jump in with my own comments and translation. So we have Kai, Eidoka, Aute, Chronon, Hina, Metanaese, Kai, Thele, Metanaesai, Ek, Tes, Porneos, Autes. One more time, a little bit faster this time. We have Kai, Eidoka, Aute, Chronon, Hina, Metanaese, Kai, Thele, Metanaesai, Ek, Tes, Porneos, Autes. So at this point, go ahead and pause and make what you can of the translation, and then I'll jump in and offer some help. So our Kai here is continuing. One of the functions of Kai is to add on. So it's adding on to what came previously. And our translation, and Eidoka is going to be an aorist active indicative, first person singular from didomi. So one of those me verbs, didomi. And remember that many me verbs end, they use the tense formative ka for the aorist. So we still have the augment here with the epsilon at the beginning, but the ka, which we think of as a sign of the perfect tense for omega conjugation verbs, is actually assigned to the aorist with me verbs. So I gave, past tense, aorist, I gave aute to her. So notice we have a feminine dative singular, and this is referring back to the antecedent of aute is, if you look back in the previous verse, Tain Gunaika Jezebel, the woman Jezebel. So the woman is in the feminine and the singular, and the previous verse is in the accusative because its grammatical function there is the object. Here it's in the dative case because it is the indirect object. I gave to her, and the direct object in the accusative case here is going to be chronon. I gave to her time. I gave to her time, and then we have a purpose clause. Hina with the subjunctive. Let's write this down. Hina plus subjunctive is going to be purpose. That we're going to translate this in order that, or even if we really want to bring out the purpose, with the purpose that. I gave her time with the purpose that she might repent. So metanoeise here is going to be an aorist active subjunctive mood, the mood of possibility. She might repent, and it's a third person singular. In order that she might repent. Of course, she's not going to repent, as we learn here in the next clause. Kai thele, and not she wishes. Thele, present active indicative, third person singular. So the for marking this just with our simple underline for the indicative, the third person singular, the subject of this is her, namely the woman Jezebel. The woman Jezebel does not wish, and then we have a complementary infinitive finishing our thele here. Thelo is one of those verbs that often begs for an infinitive to finish its meaning, and she does not wish to do something, namely to repent here. So we have our infinitive in the aorist tense in this case. She does not wish to repent. Ek, tes, porneos, aute. So this prepositional phrase here, literally out of her, out of the sexual immorality of her. We're going to smooth that over a little bit. It can also be from her, this autes here in the genitive case, showing possession, and it's feminine because it is it belongs to the woman Jezebel. So the antecedent of the autes here is going to be the woman Jezebel, from her sexual immorality. So to put it all together, we have, and I gave her time that she might repent. And she doesn't wish to repent from her sexual immorality.